In this video, we are going to explore the topic of thermoregulation, which is the process by which our body controls and maintains its internal temperature. We will discuss why this regulation is necessary, which specific part of the brain is responsible for it, and the exact mechanisms involved when the body either warms itself up or cools itself down. As we have already learned in previous discussions about homeostasis is the name given to the process through which the body keeps its internal environment stable and within optimal limits so that cells can continue to function properly. One of the most vital elements that needs to be carefully controlled is our body temperature, which must be maintained around 37 degrees Celsius at all times. This specific temperature is crucial because it is the ideal condition for the enzymes in our cells to function at their highest efficiency. If our body temperature drops below this level, then enzyme activity slows down, and the chemical reactions that they catalyze become sluggish. On the other hand, if the temperature rises too high, then the enzymes may start to denature, which means they lose their structure and stop working altogether. To keep the body at a stable temperature, we rely on something known as the thermoregulatory center, which is a part of the hypothalamus located in the brain. This center acts much like a biological thermostat, constantly monitoring and adjusting our internal conditions. It is supported by a wide network of temperature receptors found throughout the body, including in the skin and in blood vessels. These receptors are tiny sensory structures that continuously send data about our body temperature to the thermoregulatory center. The brain then analyzes this information and makes decisions about whether we need to warm up or cool down. If the brain determines that our body is becoming too warm, it will trigger a sequence of responses designed to lower the temperature, and if it senses we are too cold, it initiates processes that help us generate and conserve heat. To understand how our body achieves these changes, we need to look at the specific physical responses involved. When the body is too cold, it tries to conserve heat and also generate more of it. To conserve heat, the blood vessels near the surface of the skin become narrower in a process known as vasoconstriction. This reduces the amount of blood that flows close to the skin surface, and as a result, less heat is lost to the environment. At the same time, small muscles, known as erector muscles, contract, and this causes body hairs to stand on end. This response is designed to trap a thin layer of insulating air next to the skin, which helps to keep the body warm by reducing heat loss. Additionally, the body may begin to shiver, which involves rapid muscle contractions. While the act of shivering does not directly create heat, the muscles require energy to contract, and this energy comes from respiration. The series of chemical reactions involved in respiration release a lot of heat as a byproduct, and this heat helps to raise the body temperature. On the other hand, when the body is too hot, the opposite responses take place. The erector muscles relax, allowing the body hairs to lie flat, which stops the insulation effect. The blood vessels near the skin surface widen in a process called vasodilation, which increases blood flow to the skin and allows more heat to be lost to the environment. The body also produces sweat, which is a fluid made of water and dissolved salts that is secreted onto the skin. When this sweat evaporates from the skin surface, it requires a large amount of heat energy to do so, and this heat is drawn away from the body, cooling it down effectively. In this way, thermoregulation ensures that our body temperature remains within safe limits by using a variety of mechanisms that either conserve heat or help to get rid of it, depending on the environmental conditions. And that brings us to the end of today's video. We hope that you found this explanation helpful and informative. If you did, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing for more lessons like this one. We'll see you again very soon with another topic.